All right, so this might be the best alternative to a Nike Dunk sneaker. Yes, I know Dunks are dead, but I still like Nike Dunks. Any which way, this is a pair of sneakers from New Balance known as the New Balance Numeric 480s. Now, the thing is, the 480s actually released originally back in 1983, and they were actually basketball sneakers, but in 2023, they actually released the NB Numeric 480s, and this is primarily a skate sneaker that they created. From the sounds of things, people that actually skate in sneakers, this is actually a super legit skate shoe. As we know, a lot of basketball sneakers transition over to the lifestyle side and the skate side as well. So Nike Dunks, again, Nike Dunk, a basketball shoe, now is a SB version of that. This is like the Nike SB version, if you will, of the Nike Dunk, but it's the NB Numeric. And again, this is the 480 version. Anyways, I wanted to give you guys 5 reasons why I think that these could be better options for your feet than Nike Dunks. And it kind of pains me to say that because Nike Dunks are one of my favorite sneakers of all time. But to be honest, these actually have a lot of great offerings and definitely it should be a consideration. So let's go into the video. First of all, the sizing of the shoes, I got a 9.5 true to size for myself. I think it's a perfect fit for me. Other people might have a difference in opinion, but true to size was the right choice for myself. Also, these retail for $100 and I'll link them in the description for those people interested. They have this colorway in select sizes. They have another colorway, but they have 3 other colorways that are coming out $315. I'm recording this ahead of time, so if you guys are on this video on $315, check the link in the description, see if they're available and see if they have sizes. The chocolate brown one is the best one in my opinion, and that one is actually a collaboration with Andrew Reynolds, who's an interesting skater because he actually tried out a bunch of different skating brand sneakers and really wore them and cut them in half and really just wanted to see the tech and which was the best overall pair of sneakers. Then he ended up working with New Balance to create his own. So it's kind of like a tried and true skate shoe, and that's part of the reason why I think it's been overall well accepted in the skater side. However, now, unfortunately for them, other people in the mainstream side like myself are checking out the products as well. Sometimes people can get a little bit offended when the mainstream gets a hold of some stuff. I do have a skateboard. Does that help? I just can't really kickflip anymore. I'm too old to even try. Anyway, 5 reasons why you should consider buying these over the Nike Dunks. The first reason just being the overall history of the shoe. These came out in 1983. It's a basketball sneaker primarily. These actually came out before the 550s, which have been very popular in the last handful of years. I feel like the 480s are going to take over the wave of the 550s, to be honest. But MJ wore these in that famous Jumpman pose, the original pose, not the one that Nike reshot because the original photographer was going to sue Nike for using the original photos. But Michael Jordan actually wore the 480s way back in the day before he had his signature model, as well as like James Worthy and other NBA athletes actually wore the 480s. I like that there's history, and I like that New Balance actually brought these back with the skating side of things. The other reason why I think that you should consider buying these, especially from the skating perspective and just overall durability, is the fact that they actually have a double sewn on toe box. So you have one layer over top here, but there's actually a second layer underneath the toe box section for that added durability. So when you're skating and stuff, obviously when you're olling and whatnot, like you shred this part of your shoe quite a bit. So there's a second layer underneath here. I think that's pretty rad. These are already a pretty nice looking pair of sneakers, but it definitely makes these more durable, which leads me to the next reason that you should cop is just the overall wearability of the shoe. Durability is there, wearability is there as well. It's something that you can wear on a regular basis. It's an overall stylish looking shoe, the way they have the panels aligned. Again, kind of Nike Dunk-like, but different in its own right as well. I like that you do have cut and sew sort of uppers, and it just brings you back to that older era of the 80s, but it also has been updated with some new tech on this version to make these even better for the current generation. Which leads into the next reason that you should consider copying, which is the fact that this actually uses a full-length Fuelcell midsole inside of this shoe. So you can see the Fuelcell on the bottom of the shoe. I think that's a plus. It actually runs the entire midsole of the shoe. This is not the same Fuelcell as you get on the elite running sneakers from New Balance. It is a firmer Fuelcell for sure, but it's still a nice soft foam that's encapsulated inside of this hard rubber. You also have an NB Absorb drop in, which is super nice as well. This is like a thick boy heavy liner that they have in here, which adds a little bit of texture to the bottom of your foot, but it adds a nice squishy compound as well with the Absorb. I didn't even know it had a drop-in Absorb, to be honest. It's really, really nice. And I feel like I'm going to be pulling these insoles out and putting them in other sneakers again because they just feel so nice. And the last reason that these could be a consideration over the Nike Dunks, in my opinion, is just the overall quality of the materials you get for the $100 base model. This is not a collaboration. It's just a pair that they released to skate shops and New Balance's website. Really decent materials and build quality that you get on this shoe. The craftsmanship's here as well, but the overall quality of the materials feels really nice for what you're getting. Also, that endurance rubber on the outsole is very, very thick and heavy. So again, it's just a very functional, durable pair of sneakers. Honestly, on feet, these kind of remind me of like the Tom Sachs general purpose shoe, but like a more comfortable version because of the Fuelcell in the midsole and the liner. But the heavy rubber outsole is definitely nice. Like this is a much heavier rubber outsole than like on a pair of the Nike Dunks. So I've given you guys a couple reasons why I think these should be a consideration over the Nike Dunks. I'm still a huge fan of Nike Dunks though, but I like that there's other competitors out there releasing really cool stuff that has some history, it has some build quality and craftsmanship, as well as collaborations with that Andrew Reynolds chocolate pair that I'm going to be trying to get as well, because that colorway looks really solid as well. If you guys again want to buy them, link in the description. Hopefully you guys can find a pair in your size. Again, true to size for me is the right one. If you guys have a difference in opinion, let me know. Oh, I will say that they do run a little bit narrow for wide footers. I mean, they're fairly narrow, so it's not like the widest thing. I didn't find any discomfort because of the narrowness of the shoe. It's just something that you get used to as you're walking around in, especially for somebody that likes wider platform sneakers. But overall, you get a really nice build here. You have a leather liner as well. The materials are great. The color blocking of this one is really solid also. I like the black and the blue together. I don't know, something about this one just spoke to me. I like this one much better than the other colorway they had available, but the 3 original colorways look really nice, and I'm definitely going to be gunning for that chocolate brown colorway. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by and watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you guys want to buy a pair, link in the description. If you guys want to add anything in the comment section, feel free. And if you want to see a video on any other products on New Balance's website, you guys see them out there, leave a comment, let me know which models, and I'll definitely go out there and take a look and see what you guys have in mind. Have a good rest of the day though. Hopefully we'll see you back on the channel for some more content. All right, peace guys.